Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's a nice bluebird day out here once again. Zero clouds, which is good. Kind of dry, and it'd be easy to have a fire kick off in a lightning storm. Trying to keep you out of the wind. It's again breezy on the other side of the hill here. It's even coming across. Anyway, when's this immigration thing gonna well, it's never going to go away. It's because people are not trying to solve the problem. I think that's my biggest problem in this Thursday Throwdown. Nobody wants to determine. Half the people don't want to admit that people invading across a border is an invasion and it is a problem. Despite some of the people who may be decent people, some of them aren't, and not having control of that is a big problem. And another half of people don't want to bend from a 100% wall all the time mentality. It's quite the standoff we got going here. It's a true lack of intellectual thought going on in this issue, which has led us to where we are now. Half people want amnesty all the time before they give any ground. The other half want a wall all the time before they give any ground, without addressing any and pointing forward to any solutions. And I don't know if any solutions are coming from people that are actually in the government, like people that work for Border Patrol are saying, hey, let's approach it like this, let's do these steps, patrol here, increase patrols here, do these actions here, have a wall for 100 miles here. We don't need a 1,500-mile wall. Maybe we have a 100-mile segment here, and here, because those are the really hard places to patrol or whatever. There's ways to approach it strategically and plan it without all this back and forth. But of course, people that are working in that system can't get their voices out. So that's part of the problem. If they have any perspective on solutions, and they're just so overwhelmed in a lot of respects that they can't even see the forest for the trees, because they are so deeply involved in it. But the people that are making policy, terrible, just terrible. And we're 30 years down, we're 60 years down this road that caused this problem, because half of it's the welfare state, half of it's a lack of control, and another half of it is trying to think of the right word for it. Zero defect mentality, all or nothing mentality, potentially. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of ways you could approach this and not destroy our budget, I guess. It's an insane amount of money it's going to cost to build a 1,500-mile wall. There's plenty of resources we could scrape together by defunding so many other wasteful things and putting towards that. Amnesty is not a good solution. Amnesty rewards people for doing bad deeds, deeds against our country. It's not like I don't know. A lot of people don't personalize it when they talk about illegal aliens. They don't. Obviously, if you don't believe in the nation state, the borders, etc., I get it. But we're not living in that world, because we exist in that world. So there's plenty of ways charitable organizations can help people that are in need without rewarding lawbreakers. And eliminating the welfare state can take away the government support, so that we're all not supporting it, and then allow private organizations to get inroads along border towns and places where needed, and have a system, not the broken system that we have. It'd be easy to take resources from overseas and bring them home, and there's tons of money that's opened up that way. And nobody wants to talk about it except for like Rand Paul and like two other people. And the wall's not going to solve it as long as you have all the welfare state support and all that infrastructure that goes behind big government. That's not going to stop there either. So you can continue to be tied up in this emotionally, I guess, but realizing that both sides are not being productive in their approach by digging their heels in on either side and not having any proposed good solutions, because the big government stick a big stick in it is not going to work either. You have to have a detailed plan that somebody in Homeland Security, which that name should go away, but I know that's where they work. So somebody in Border Patrol should have a plan, present it, and that's what needs to get funded. Just my thoughts. I ain't gonna get no more riled up about that. I don't expect anybody to solve it, but I do know that there are ways to improve the situation. Live free.